To throw again, wanted to get it out quickly, and down he goes. Sacked by Isaiah Oliver. Blau to the edge, and he's got Hollywood Brown.
Like 20.
That is Dortch in motion, who had a huge week last week against Tampa Bay. Blau right over the middle. It's the tight end, Trey McBride, at Purdue, but it's certainly a different look as Blau is on target once again. Second down run, a little hesitation and a first down. Off Blau's first incompletion of the day. This is batted away and incomplete. And it is good. On a 2nd and 6, Ritter to throw. 2nd and 5, more play action. Ritter climbs the pocket and pump fakes across the line. Myjai Sanders knows Des Ritter very well. They played collegiately together for a couple of years in Cincinnati. Ritter to throw, backpedaling. Patterson changing direction, and Cordero Patterson gets a lot of it back.
Does anyone want to win either at this point?
I mean, somebody's going to. This is Tyler Algier, and he does. In a stadium where he played a couple of years ago at the Peach Bowl against Georgia. Right near the sticks. Algier instead. There's an open gap as well, and he bangs inside the 10 down to the 5. Here's a 1st and goal with Algier in the backfield. There's a first down run and score. Tyler Algier, touchdown Atlanta. Christmas against Tampa Bay for Hopkins. Play action for Blau. He sets and fires, and it's right there for a first down. His first start in 3 years, his first passes in 2 years.
Decision makers, athletic enough, can make all the throws. It's about developing from his pocket.
Ball on the deck, and Ritter tries to fall on top of it. There's a fight for it. The Cardinals say they have it. Arizona football. If you snuck 1 or 2 in, I don't think you would say no based on his personality. Play action for Blau. He flips it away, and off the dive, it's McBride into the end zone. Second and 7 for Desmond Ritter and Atlanta. Quick set, got it for Drake London. Ritter dumps it off Algier, a little sidestep and one more, and Tyler Algier just wasted a couple Cardinals tacklers. JJ did say, Jesse, you won the entire week. You made my day. And he will get that jersey in the long run. Ritter to throw. Here he comes again. Ritter gets it away and has it for Michael Pruitt inside the 20-yard line, and a first down Atlanta again. Sets up a 3rd and 7 for Ritter. Looking for his first NFL touchdown. This throw is short of the line to gain. Zacchaeus in motion. Ritter flows that way, throws that way, and it's incomplete. Could be a lot of roster turnover for the Cardinals. Quick set, Dortch is swarmed and dropped. That doesn't need to happen again.
I feel bad for the guy cleaning up.
Right, yeah, those are not easy pieces to vacuum up. It's blocked away. Falcons chasing after it, and it's going to end up on the sideline inside the 5. Richie Grant pummeled that punt, and Atlanta has a chance at the 5.
I feel bad for the guy cleaning up.
Right, yeah, those are not easy pieces to vacuum up. It's blocked away. Falcons chasing after it, and it's going to end up on the sideline inside the 5. Richie Grant pummeled that punt, and Atlanta has a chance at the 5. Patterson, the tailback. It's a run. Cordarrelle Patterson, and it's a one-play drive into the end zone.
Tampa Bay played a lot of close games.
David Blau, short set. First down. Blau to the edge. Blau looks off of that and throws over the middle from straight away. Right on through. It'll change down by down for Simmons. Third and long for Atlanta. And down goes Ritter. That is J.J. Watt, who finally breaks through and has season number 6. 48 different quarterback that he has sacked in his career. And he definitely does not care what the sack looks like. If I trip him up, I'll take it. If he runs out of bounds, I'll take it, says J.J. Watt. As this is a brilliant punt by Pinion. Inside the 1.
And, on something so thin like that on a sheet of ice, and that really helping him continue to become a better athlete.
Blau lets it rip. Trey McBride has really been the beneficiary of David Blau being in this quarterback spot for the Cardinals. 3rd and 8, pressure coming up the middle maybe. Here it comes. It is incomplete. Matt Prater from 36 once again. Good. Talking to Arthur Smith about J.J. Watt after their time together in the AFC South, as this is complete from Des Ritter. 3rd and 6. Ritter has it batted and incomplete. Blau on another handoff. Connor. Little hesitation. Play action. Blau throws sideline. 2nd and 9, run for Algier. He is a heavy load to take down. Algier is rocked in the backfield. J. Sanders. We learned that at Washington State. We've learned that in the NFL, and we'll see if the Eagles can clinch that 1 seed as the day comes to a close. Connor chopping his steps in space for a first down. Blau felt the pressure from Hawkins, lets it rip a little bit high, but Hollywood Brown takes it in. 1 catch the last couple of weeks for A.J. Green. Blau trying to climb the pocket, and he is sacked. 2nd sack for Atlanta today. Falcons have struggled to get off the field this year on 3rd down. 30th in the league. Pressure coming. Blau. Oh, what a reaching grab. Beautifully done by Dort. That's an amazing catch.
And this is a play where you miss James Conner not being in the backfield.
And they'll go out of the shotgun. It's Clemens on the run. He gets stacked up. 2nd effort, no dice. That would be Golden's argument. 1st and 5 instead. Stretch play for Patterson, juking inside, 1st down. This team's 4 and 6 in the draft order entering today. Algier absolutely blasted one man, and he's inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and 5 for Desmond Ritter. Quick throw, far side, Patterson, and the ball ends up coming loose. And let's see, the officials will come over. It's incomplete.
So this young cornerback group for Arizona today, the job they've done, if this holds.
Koo drives it in. They'll go empty with 4 at the top of the formation. Blau throws the other direction and puts it right on the hands of A.J. Green. Blau fell, just got it off, and Clement has the 1st down. 2nd down. Clement on the run. They're going to try this 57-yarder. Matt Prater, nobody better in NFL history, 50-plus. It is on the way for Prater, and it is good. Philadelphia still trailing at this moment to New Orleans. As Des Ridder does get this off. Little juggle for Cordero Patterson. One possession games last year and another one facing them today. Oh gosh, Cordero Patterson into Cardinal real estate. 2nd and 4. Play action Ridder. He plants and throws over the middle. Drake London. It's a throw for Ridder. And he squeezes it through the window for Michael Pruitt. Never hand Arizona the ball back. Algier to the short side, surging through a gap. From 21 with the crowd chanting coup. It is